Welcome to the second edition of Cowley College Sports. I'm your host, Cody O'Brien. Let's get right into it. The tennis team's fall season has just finished up. Our producer, Jared Oberlechner, went down to the courts to talk about the spring season with the team.
The individual season went great for the Tigers, having one national champion in Takeshi Tako. Now they're looking forward to the spring season.
Yeah, so the individual season this semester was obviously we wanted to get good results, but this ranking, it's singles rankings and doubles rankings, it's not as a team. So you see some of the guys playing against each other, that will never happen. Some of the girls playing against each other in the doubles finals here too. So that's tough because you're playing sometimes your roommate or your best friend or your teammate, so it's a tough one. In the spring it will be everybody together for one goal, which will be win every match that we have, every game against another team. And I think the team is very focused on the spring season. They know that's what counts as a team, and I think we're gonna do awesome.
I had a really good season. Like my first season was really good because it was intense training, and the training here is really intense. So for me, I was nervous moving from another college to start a new group of friends and stuff. But all the guys on the team are really chill, and I really like them. They're really competitive. They love to play. Like even if we don't have training, like we'll still go out and train. And I really like that about the team. Everyone's working really, really hard, and I've built a good friendship with some of the guys. So I'm really excited to see what happens with my friendships. And the last season we've just had, I found it tough, like from coming off from the summer, not playing as much, and then coming into the start with intense training. It was tough, but I think it's prepared me for next season, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I didn't play too much. I played the first matches and then I get injured, so I didn't play the regionals, but Takeshi and Borut, they did really good, so I'm really happy for them. That week was amazing. I think everyone played really good. Manny was there supporting us all the time. We have like 3 finals. Me and Takeshi, we won nationals, so it was amazing. And during the season, we also played really good. Last semester, the team was really good, and I think this semester is a little bit better. So I'm really happy, and I want to play the season right now.
The individual season went well. Well, speaking personally for me, it went well. I got a chance to play a couple of tournaments. I did well in some, and some there was always room for improvement. But I think it went well overall, considering the fact that it's my first semester here and my first time in America as a whole. So I feel like it went well. I mean, the coaches are nice, the players are nice, and they made me feel comfortable and confident in myself. So hopefully in the team season things will go as well as it went in the individual season. I mean, definitely the main goal is winning nationals. So of course, we'll have to work hard, be disciplined, all those elements that go into it. But hopefully, the team season we'll be able to, uplift each other, work together as a goal, to achieve that one goal with, the coaches, the players, and, the 2 new players that are coming in. Hopefully they'll be good for the team. We'll work together and do well, bring the good stuff home.
Once again, thank you to Coach Raga and the tennis teams for speaking with us during the season. Best of luck getting ready for the spring. But let's move on to soccer. Both teams have been absolutely dominant this season, and both have clawed their way to the number 1 positions in their divisions. I went down to the field to talk to a few players and some coaches about how it went.
It's a blessing. All these girls, they came to Cowley for the sport, and they fell in love with the college itself, and that was good blending. They came to be challenged, and we do that. We challenge, and they love it. They embrace it, and I think the outcomes is the result of that dedication.
We have a lot of players in the team who used to play as professional. For example, Natalia Lima, she used to play professional in Brazil, and it's very important to have someone to push the team harder.
We're just showing the girl the simplicity of the game, and they're buying into it, and they're playing. We're just trying to combine the being prepared off the field and on the field, and they're getting into it.
I used to play high level in France, like in 2nd division, play against older women who are physically strong. And for me, it's very important to be aggressive, to win her battle, and show you're present on the field, and show that you want to win more than everyone on the field.
Everything that you want to do in life, you have to put passion, just to give meaning to the things that you do. I think doing things just to do them. You have to have passion for what you do. And also because we have so many internationals, so many different countries, so you have different backgrounds, you have honor, you have pride, you have the desire to succeed, translate into passion, I believe so.
I mean, all the passion comes from all the teammates and the philosophy which Rui puts and gives to us in all the locker room and the practices. We put a lot of intensity in the practices, and it starts from there, you know.
I mean, it feels like we have a big target, you know, which makes it even more difficult, and that's why you have to bring passion. You know, that's why you have to bring the energy. You know, you have to be able to control your emotions, but you have to have it. You know, you have to have emotions, you have to have energy, you have to be intense.
We have to win everything step by step. Talk to each other about the next game. So the most important game is Saturday against the Button. So we have to prepare about it.
The Cowley College soccer team doesn't have it's the national title, so I mean we're just gonna look for it. You know, we're gonna keep pushing hard. But right now we have the game, really important game on Saturday. We need to finish strong, and after that we just focus on regionals and then after nationals, of course.
Every coach, Tanner and Fui say to us like, "Hey, life is not easy, and we can do it. We can get a national champion."
Both teams are hosting their first playoff games here at Tiger Field on November 1st. The women are playing Kansas City, Kansas Community College, and the men's are playing Johnson County at 7 p.m. Be sure to catch both games on Cowley Sports Network. Also, our reporter Joe Blake had an amazing opportunity to go 120 yards with 2 stars on the men's and women's teams.
We're out here at the new field at Tiger Stadium as we have the leading goal scorer for the men's team, Kaique Trivolato, leading goal scorer for the women's team, Natalia Lima, and they both scored the first goal for their respective teams on this field. And we're going to go 120 yards, 60 yards with both of them in order to get to know them a little bit better. Let's go. So Kaique Trivolato. Kaique, what's your hometown in Brazil?
São Paulo.
Sao Paulo, all right. And who is your favorite Brazilian, Ronaldinho or Pele?
Pele, definitely.
All right. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Messi 100%? And why is that?
Because he is just so focused all the time in the field. He walks and then he's just focused to score a goal. This is different.
All right. And your teammates, who is the best dancer on your team?
This is a good question. Chiche, definitely.
Chiche, all right. And who is the funniest teammate?
Funniest? I think Cheche also. It's just him.
Yeah.
He's the one who...
Besides food, what is the biggest culture shock from Brazil to the United States?
Approaching it is different. The culture, like the way you guys talk and act is different.
Yeah. And if you had to pick one goal to be your favorite goal here at Cowley College, which goal would that be?
I love the one against Monroe. It was something special.
Yeah, and the score in front of the home crowd, always fun. How far do you think this Cowley Tigers team can go?
Yeah, I think we can get into nationals and maybe win it. We have a strong team.
All right, that's our time with Kaique Trivolato. Now it's time for Natalia Lima. Natalia, welcome to the show. All right, Natalia. So, what is your favorite food?
Stroganoff.
Stroganoff. All right, and I'll ask you the same question as Kaique. Who's your favorite Brazilian, Pele or Ronaldinho?
Pele, for sure.
Pele. And who do you like better now, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, and why Ronaldo?
He's a hard work, and me also are hard work too.
All right. If you could have one goal to remember forever from your time at Cowley, which goal would it be?
Okay, so for me it was one in my freshman year against Garden City, the one we went to the playoffs.
Yeah? And so you scored the first goal here on this new turf. How did that make you feel to be the first one with everything else you've accomplished?
I mean, I feel blessed first for be part of that team. It's an amazing team, and we was waiting for that field a long time. So I'm feel so blessed to help my team with that goal.
All right, Natalia, who's the best dancer on the women's team?
So Manuela, she's the struggle one, but she's the best one.
And who's the funniest teammate you have?
It's me, man. I'm the funny one, so.
Oh yeah? All right, that's our time with Natalia Lima. Thanks for joining us for 120 yards with Kaique Trivolato and Natalia Lima, the 2 leading goal scorers for the Cowley Tigers soccer team.
What a unique opportunity for Joe Blake. Also, our next story is incredibly unique, with both of our interviews being in Japanese and Portuguese. I encourage the listener to take an opportunity to be immersed in this experience and put yourself in the shoes of an exchange student coming to the United States to play sports.
De onde você é?
Sou do Brasil, Minas Gerais.
Qual língua você fala?
Português.
Como jogar futebol na Cowley é diferente de jogar no seu país, tanto fisicamente quanto em relação à comunicação com os atletas?
Fisicamente é muito diferente porque o jogo aqui é mais intenso, as atletas são mais fortes, mais rápidas. Em relação à comunicação, inicialmente foi muito difícil para mim, mas agora eu estou aprendendo mais o inglês e entendendo mais as expressões de jogo.
When you first got to Cowley, did you experience a language barrier on the field, or did the language of soccer allow you to communicate with your team easily?
初めて僕が、ここに来た時は、少しの、言語の壁を感じましたし、人々がそのサッカーでプレーすることによって僕たちがもともと日本で培ってきたそのボディーラングエージだったりそのプレーすることで海外のいろんな国の人たちとやっぱコミュニケーションを取ることができたし、簡単コミュニケーションが、英語で取れなかったとしても簡単に感じたっていうのはありました。
A diversidade de culturas e línguas no time facilita a integração do grupo?
Sim, facilita muito. Tem muitas brasileiras aqui, tem muitas espanholas que eu consigo entender um pouco mais. E as outras, tanto as inglesas, americanas, quanto as francesas, japonesas, todas me ajudam muito. Tem muita paciência para me ensinar e eu estou aprendendo.
It's amazing. All of them came here to learn. They came here to learn from the culture, from the sport, and quite honestly, it's not that hard. We help them to overcome the language barrier, but it's what is amazing is in a few weeks how they're responding.
日本でサッカーしてた時はやっぱりボール回しがうまかったりとかいろんな技術を持ってたりする選手が多いんですけど、アメリカに来てやっぱりそのアメリカのサッカーの文化っていうのをまだ知らなかったので、こっちに来てからそのアメリカのサッカー文化っていうのとすごく不安だったんですけど、プレーしてみてやっぱりコーチがブラジル人っていうのであって、そのブラジル人のコーチが求めることを自分が持ってる技術でどう生かして、いろんな人がこうコミュニケーションを取っていく中で、その人々がプレーをしてそのピッチの中でどうやってコミュニケーションを取ったらいいのかなっていうのは最初は分からないんですけど。
This story was so fun to work on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But let's move on to volleyball, a team that has been truly dominant from the start. Undefeated, only losing one set, and you're ranked number 1 in the NJCAA Division II volleyball rankings. This elite team is being led by 2 of the best coaches in the NJCAA. Our reporter, Maluk Coelho, went down the court to learn more about them.
The success of the volleyball group is product of a teamwork. The players are commanded by Coach Graham, who recently achieved his 400th win, and assistant coach Lana da Silva, who has impressive numbers in Cowley's court. I had the opportunity to talk with both of them and player Lacey.
Well, I started off as a basketball player, and then I got hurt, and I went into volleyball and started playing some beach volleyball and some grass volleyball and things of that nature. And then this college I was going to started an indoor volleyball program and asked me to be an assistant coach. So that's where I got my feet in the door with coaching. Prior to that, coaching in general, before that time, I wanted to be a basketball coach. I wanted to be a baseball coach. But going into that, I fell in love with the game of volleyball, and that's just grew from there. Where we were doing good things at the school I was at, which was Union University, and that's how I got there. I was an assistant coach for 2 years, and then I left there and decided I wanted to grow more in the sport. So I coached high school ball for 5 years. Then I got my master's, and then I went back to Union as an assistant coach and was hired on a Friday. And then my head coach resigned and gave me the head coach's job on the Monday. So I got promoted really quick. And following his footsteps was very challenging, but we did very well there, and was there for 5 years and did very well, and then decided to move on to the NCAA Division II program at Southern Arkansas University. And I rebuilt their program and was there for 6 years, and it was about time to be looking to move on. And then Cowley became available, and one of the previous coaches from here, Jennifer Bonner, talked to me about the Cowley program and how important it was, and how good the community and the program was supported, and so we applied and we got the job here, and we've been here ever since and having a good time. I think we learn every day. I think I learn every day from the players. I think I learn every day just from just learning the game. The game teaches itself a lot of times. I feel I'm a much better coach than I was at those union days. I feel I'm a much better coach than I was 6 years ago. I think just learning and adding to your game and listening to the players and doing what you think is best at the right time. You're never going to make all the right decisions, but you're going to make the best decisions you can. When I was a basketball player, we ran. That was when Showtime was big back in the 80s and 90s with the LA Lakers, and that was run and gun up and down the floor, and we played that type of style when I played basketball. Well, when I went into coaching volleyball, I brought that style with me, and so we run and gun here. We have one of the fastest offenses in the nation in volleyball. Well, if I didn't play basketball and learn that and develop that and get comfortable with that, I couldn't develop that. It feels great. You know, I jokingly say I have good players and I'm old. That's how I got 400. But no, it's all about the players. The players are the ones that did the work on the court. The players are the ones that bought into our philosophy of doing things and our system of play that we run. Like I mentioned, the fast offense. And the players are the ones that do the work. I just happen to be along for the ride and make sure they do what they're supposed to do. But it is a good honor. It's nice to be recognized by the coaches and the community and things for that. But I'm just blessed to be able to be around long enough to get the 400 wins and have good players along the way that makes it fun.
I think there are times when we are really, really needing to focus in, and he brings us back into the game. I think sometimes we get a little scatterbrained on the court, and that really helps us to refocus and move on to the next play when we mess up.
The team wouldn't be complete without another volleyball mind involved. Coach Lana da Silva gives an additional set of eyes on the court.
So, she notices when we need to step it up, when we need to pick up the pace, and she'll get on to us when we need it. There's a big good cop, bad cop thing going on, and sometimes the roles switch, so it's a good thing.
So I played volleyball in Brazil for a couple of years. I played in my home city for a year, and then I went to another city in São Paulo. It's called São Caetano. So first I played in São Vicente, and then I played in São Caetano for 2 years, and then I played in Ibirapuera, São Paulo for 2 years. And then I went to another town, a small town in Americana. So I jumped to a lot of different teams in Brazil. And then I played in Mogi das Cruzes. And the experience started when one of my teammates from Americana, she posted her video on YouTube. And she wanted to go somewhere else. And she wasn't really planning on coming to the United States. But my coaches here from Cowley watched her video on YouTube and invited her to come to Cowley. So that's when she was like, okay, I'm gonna try, and why not? And my coaches said, do you have a friend to come with you? And that was me. So that's when the process started of getting all the paperwork, and that's when I made it here. Arc City's home, Cowley's home to me. I was treated really well when I was a student athlete here at Cowley, and I was successful. So coming back here and knowing a lot of people, knowing the professors, knowing the faculty staff, and it was really good. The community just embraced me, and yes, I just wanted to give it back.
It's incredible to see so much dedication behind the scenes, leading the Tigers into the path of greatness. Check Cowley's website to be aware of the next matches.
The volleyball team has their final home game on the 30th. What a historic run for a historic Cowley team. The cross-country team is also competing on the 30th at their regional competition. But the team is strong enough to be looking ahead towards nationals. Joe went down to get the story.
The two top runners for the Cowley men's cross-country team, Amos Kiach and Adrian Diaz-Lopez, both seem to have a common goal.
And hopefully national, one of them can be the national champ. The team was working really hard, and I am proud of my teammate, and I can't wait to see how far we can go.
But most important thing is we are motivating each other. You know, cross country we win as a team. Me, Adrian, and some other guys I can see, and we are confident that we can make nationals and we can win.
Yeah, I think last season we made a mistake because we were in the top one, like 5 to 6 with, and we were confident we want to win national. This is
our challenge for the team.
Like our girls team was ranked #1 all year, and we got it done at nationals, and our guys was ranked #1 all year. Like all that matters is what you do on race day. Everybody getting on the same course at the same time. I know, like our girls have a chip on their shoulder, and our guys have a chip on their shoulder. We want to go get it done when it matters. There's no doubt we got a veteran group on the men's side, and on the flip side, we got a really young group with the women. You know, so like we're facing some things like how to train, how to run together, what needs to be done, just day-to-day battles with practice. But they're growing and figuring things out, and they're doing a really good job.
We wish them luck as they approach the most important races of the year in the postseason.
Good luck to the cross-country team at their national and regional competitions. But let's look at the wrestling team, led by 2 returning All-Americans, Malik Johnson and Ryan Smith. They are competing at their first match at Friends University on November 6th. The basketball season is also starting on November 1st. Be sure to check out all the games on Cowley Sports Network. And that's it for our second edition of Cowley College Sports. Thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to watch our next episode where we get interviews with Coach Jackson and Coach Clark.